Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Bigfella Outdoors. Today I am getting ready to go fishing. I only got half an hour, so I just grabbed two rods, one with a Menace Bullet, and the other is a naked rage blade. There's no skirt on it, and they kind of like a swim bait on there. So let me go ahead and get set up, and we'll go ahead and start fishing. I am at the park where I caught that winter bass, next to the river with the funny looking blue water here. And I'm heading towards the back where the rocks are, where I caught that last bass at. And the reason why I'm going back there is they're actually calling for colder weather this weekend. And I think they're going to be back there feeding and, hold up against the rocks. Because right now it's 72 degrees. So they're going to be near those rocks trying to stay warm, getting the heat off of them. So I'm going to go back there and toss this Menace Bullet and this rage blade around to see if I can catch anything. Alright, here I am. I found some of the rocks. I can see some wildlife back here. Some ducks just flew away. I think I scared them. And there's squirrels and stuff back here. So that's a good sign of spring. And at least for the ducks part, it's a good sign of fish. Very nice. Nothing like birds nesting on your first cast. There we go. This water is so pretty. This naked rage blade has lots of good action. If you're kind of working it how I am, just throwing it out there and reeling it back, it has a panicked fish attack. I don't know if you guys, I'm just reeling this fast on it and it looks like a panicked fish. It's like darting all over the place. But I believe this thing you can actually take and just hop it up and down off the ground. But I don't want to do that because I'm scared it's going to get stuck in these rocks and I'll lose it. Alright, so I'm switching up to the Menace jig. By the way, on both of these rods, I have fluorocarbon leaders tied on here because I knew the water was going to be somewhat clear. And just wanted to, mask my bait a little bit more. I'm wrapped. Ooh. And I know I wanted to go with this green pumpkin color because it looks more natural. I could have tied on one of the Arachnid series jigs, but I wanted to try out this bullet. I also may have to go find some bigger rocks. I see some rocks in here, but they're not as big as if I were to go down this path a little bit. So I think after this cast, if I don't catch anything, I'm going to go down there and throw this Menace Bullet around a little bit. Because as I'm taking a better look in the water now with my polarized glasses on, the rocks are way smaller. And it's possible that dragging this jig and bumping it up against the rocks might actually trigger something. So let me try that. instead of hopping it. I'm near a cluster of rocks right now. I can actually see my jig. I'm just hopping it over the rocks and stuff. Alright, let me smooth spot. You know, as I'm walking, these little coves right here where you can see, they look like great ambush spots for bass. So I may come back here in the summertime and fish that a little bit and see if I can catch some fish. I don't think this laydown was here last time I was here. I don't remember it. But it is starting to get rockier along the further I go down. Alright, we're going to set up here. I'm going to just go this way a little more. Missed him. I had way too much slack in my line. He hit that coming off of, as soon as I bumped a rock, I felt it. And that was a pretty hard thump too that I felt. And like I was saying earlier, it's a cold front supposed to be rolling through this weekend. It's, I think tomorrow's supposed to be like 40, and I think they're actually calling for snow either a Sunday or Monday. So I was hoping that they'd be feeding like hardcore right now, so they can get nice and full and get ready to go back deep until the front passes. But haven't had any luck with anything. I am also only fishing with 2 types of bait though, so I guess that does make it kind of hard. Maybe I should have bought a 3rd rod with some sort of soft plastic. Alright, I'm about to switch back over to the naked rage blade. Alright you guys, I got on that rage blade, the naked one, tied on with that swim jig. This swim jig actually comes with it, and it comes with another one in case this one gets all tore up. But I got that tied on, and you know, making a few throws with it, hoping to get something. I only got a little bit of time left. But as you can tell, this is not my other rod that you guys are used to seeing. You guys are used to seeing the Silver Max on the Penn Squadron rod. Well, let me tell you what happened to that, as the wind is blowing in the microphone and the audio probably sucks right now. But last weekend, I believe it was on a Friday as a matter of fact, when I was just kicking off the weekend vlog, I was at the Pamunkey River looking to fish, and I was just tying on stuff. I took my finesse rod, the spinning reel, down to the river, and I took my jig rod and I was fishing with that. You know, get done fishing, don't catch anything. So I put the rods in the truck and leave. And I was going to go to another pond to fish. And went to go reach for the 7-foot rod. It's not in the back of my truck. So I you know, come to my senses and I'm like, oh, you know what? I think I left it by the Pamunkey River. So I turned back around. You know, I was only 20 minutes away. So I get to the Pamunkey River and scour like where I was fishing at and where I was parked at and didn't see it. I think somebody took my rod. That was close to $100 setup. I think I can't remember how much I paid for the Penn Squadron rod, but the Silver Max is like $50. It's $10 more than the Black Max. So I had to take some of the money that I had set aside to go towards the kayak that I want, and buy this setup, which you see what that I'm fishing with now. It's a Shimano Sojourn. It's a medium fast action 6'6" rod. The Penn Squadron was a 7-foot rod, medium fast action. And I got a Black Max because Walmart didn't have any more Silver Maxes, and I wanted to replace the rod pretty quickly. If I would have had to order another Silver Max and have to wait for it to be delivered because none of the nearby Walmarts had it. But I paid like $75 for this combo that I have here. The Black Max was like $40 and the rod was like 25 or 30. So I mean, it's not a bad setup. It's pretty light and it casts just about as far as my 7-foot rod. So I just know next time to be careful and not to leave stuff lying around like I did. Ooh, something bit it. Oh, and I see the swirl. Come back for it, please. Yeah, something just swiped at it, I believe. I felt the thump. I was just I'm making a mental note of what I was doing here. I was just slow rolling it on the bottom, just bumping up against all the little rocks down there. I actually need to make a notebook of all this stuff, like where I fished, what I was doing, and how I caught that fish. You know, like water temperature, air temperature, all that good stuff. Cloud cover. Might have to stop by the store and grab one of those, like, you know, a 3-ring binder or something like that. Oh. Had him on there for like a split second, but he's gone. They're biting. They're trying to feed. It's just keeping them hooked. Grass, rock. Alright, so I'm gonna move back down. I gotta get ready to start heading home. But I'm gonna fish on my way out. I'm 5 minutes past the time I wanted to leave, but it just looks a little too interesting to keep fishing out here. I see a bunch of laydowns and stuff along the banks here. I'm gonna try them out. Like the ones I can see all the way down to the bottom, I'm not so worried about because I'm looking for fish as I'm walking. But some of the ones that are submerged a little more, I wanted to stop and fish. It's pretty rocky on the bottom of this part of the river too. Get as close as I can to that bluff wall. I know that's pretty deep over there. It's gotta be. I mean, that's straight down. One more cast. I'm in the shallows. I think it's a pretty deep drop. I don't know if you guys can see on camera. Let me see if I can see it. There's a, you can see the brown, and then all of a sudden it just turns blue, like almost as if it goes out flat and it just drops off like that. But I'm kind of curious. I want to get out here with a depth finder one day, or one of those castable fish finders, and see if I know what I'm talking about. Laugh out loud. I see a serious laydown right here straight in front of me. It has branches on it and everything. So of course I wanted to stop and fish that. I'm just throwing past it to give my bait time to work towards the bush, whatever it is. It gets deep here pretty fast. I want to try right here. I know I'm supposed to be leaving, but I keep seeing good spots that I want to try and fish. The river is not moving at all. All the debris and stuff that I see in here is like standing still. Oh, I see a little baby bass right here in front of me in the water. I know you guys won't be able to see it because he's like swimming in like maybe 2-3 foot of water. These polarized glasses, I tell you, they help. He couldn't have been no more than like 10 inches. Is that a fish? No, that's something on my... Alright, you guys, I caught 0 fish today. I was only able to fish for 45 minutes, but I couldn't find them. They weren't where I thought they were going to be at. And I guess that's what kind of messed me up, is I made an assumption when I should have just went searching like I normally do. But it is what it is. It happens. My work plate is kind of light tomorrow, so I'm hoping that I can get all my work done early and fish for the majority of the day tomorrow. But today I actually had a couple bites, so I mean the signs were there. Spring is coming around the corner. Daylight savings time is this Sunday, so we're going to push forward an hour, so it's going to stay lighter longer, which is a good thing. But I think that's going to do it for this episode of Bigfella Outdoors. Be sure to catch me in the next episode where you can catch me outside doing what I love the most, getting a dose of the great outdoors. You should get your dose as well.